Hey, how's it going, world of YouTube? This is A New Breed, and just sitting down to come on here and say thank you. And I want to thank those who sat down and viewed the video, those who got on the live, those who sit down and continue to support, those who donate. Definitely want to thank you guys. Ultimately, as preppers, we grow as a community. We don't grow separate. We have to grow together and evolve together. There are certain points of prepping that I may not know, certain points of prepping that I don't quite comprehend. I'm not going to act like I know it all because I don't. I don't think any of us do. We have our strengths and our weaknesses. But everyone has a question, and those questions are good. In the live, people brought up questions that I knew, but I never really thought of bringing to the forefront. For instance, things like firewood. That was a very good question that kind of caught me off guard because I know what types of wood I prefer to burn. I know what types of wood to burn and not to burn in homes. Um, so that one was a really good question. But ultimately, these are things that it doesn't matter if you're seasoned or green in the prepping game. These are things that sometimes we need refresher courses on. So thank all those who ask questions, all those who have input. We have to help each other. Like I said, we all have our strong and weak suits. Now, I'm going to continue doing reviews. Now that I shook off my initial jitters, I'm going to start reviewing a little more, and it was received very nicely. I do thank those who had compliments on the review, those individuals who sat down and were, you critiqued the review and let me know what points that I may have missed, which I didn't have any of those. I actually had a lot of people say the review was good and very comprehensive. So thank you very, very much. To those who have donated, definitely thank you. I currently the next one I'm going to be doing is a 35-in-1 survival kit. This thing is pretty cool. It's compact. It's got a lot in here, but I'm going to sit down and actually tell you about it, what's inside. We'll sit down and do a review. And I'll go ahead out and try and use some of the tools to see if they're of quality or not. Because just showing them is okay, but ultimately being able to use them, and if it's something that I would recommend buying or not buying, I will also be doing reviews on some of the books I have. I will be trying to give away some of these. They are 7-watt solar-powered LED light bulbs. The reason why I'm giving these away is to say thank you. Also, I want to be able to have other people review them. Just those who subscribe or those who watch. I'm still new to this as far as figuring out how to use YouTube. So what I'm probably going to do is set up a Patreon so I actually have access to the email addresses where I can get in touch with individuals and do a giveaway that way. So I know more of the information and I'll be able to mail them out to people. If anyone knows how to do that stuff, please feel free to contact me. Also, if you have any questions or you would like for me to review or speak of certain aspects of prepping, please feel free to email me at the address right here. And just take your time. Sit down. Don't ever feel like you can't reach out, because ultimately there are questions that you may have. No question is a stupid question, because any question that can help you survive was a smart question to ask. So don't ever be ashamed to sit down and ask a question, just like I'm going to let you know I don't know it all. I'm not embarrassed to tell you that, and I'm not embarrassed to tell you that I'm learning every day. Anyone who believes that they know everything about something really knows nothing about knowing everything, because there is no way you can know everything about a specific thing. So prepping is a very, very huge lane. There are numerous lanes when it comes to prepping on the freeway to getting to where you want to be at. Enjoying the travel, looking at homesteading, understanding certain aspects of prepping. So I'm going to try and go over numerous aspects and kind of keep things pushing. The biggest thing was coming on here and really sitting down and thanking you guys. Thanking everyone who does, donate their time to sit here and watch, and those who want to prepare themselves. Those who are in the chat asking wonderful questions and pushing out good vibes. That is what we're going to need, because if we go into prepping with a lot of anger and being alone, ultimately that will destroy us. Communities have to come together. No matter where they are, you will find people who can live in the wilderness, but ultimately they even have to go into the city some of the time. It's very rare that people are just completely independent of anyone else without a community and having no one around. So being able to prep and have a community, have something good, that's what I hope for all of us. I'm not going to necessarily say that certain individuals are good, bad, or indifferent, and there are going to be questions that I will pose to the community and hope to get answers. So definitely, like I said, I want to thank you all. I'm going to do some research on how to do this giveaway thing, so please be expecting me to give away some of these solar-powered LED light bulbs. And then I also have multi-tools, shovels, books. I have a couple other things that I would definitely like to do reviews on, even something as small as this that you keep on your wrist. This one is an emergency bracelet. Of course, it's made out of paracord, which you can split down, turn into fishing line if needed. It also has a compass. Right here, it has a whistle, and if you unsnap it, the inside, you can start a fire. You have your striker here, you have your rod here. So being able to start a fire even with that little thing, you know, it's something that could ultimately save someone's life. Being able to fish, being able to blow the whistle, let someone know that you need help. These are all things that are important. And having a couple things just in something as small as that you can wear on your wrist, you never know when that'll come in handy. So once again, thank you all, and I'll definitely be trying to push out more videos. So I will be trying to get a Patreon up so individuals can come on there, and there'll be I'll try and get some survival books, different things like that on there. I will also be trying to get a little more comprehensive with some of the survival gear, but you know, that's just for those. So like I said, if you want to donate, don't just donate your time or your money. Get out there and donate those good vibes. Donate positivity to those who are currently in a bad situation. Donate, you know, a smile to an individual who's in need. And you know, there's so many things you can donate, and this is just from me to you. Donate friendly conversation to someone, and you could save their life or change their day. Prepping isn't about fancy things or all the survival needs. Sometimes prepping can be as simple as being able to mentally help somebody through a tough situation because you're preparing them. Also remember, take your cues from nature. Once again, I wasn't trying to make this too long, but ultimately I tend to ramble. But take your cues from nature. If you look in nature and realize the bear, it stores fat before it has to hibernate, so it prepares for the winter. Certain birds fly south. Some amphibians like to bury themselves in the mud, and reptiles slow their heartbeat down. Squirrels, they like to make their nests, and they will go ahead and get nuts and everything they need and put them in trees. So even the animals prep. We are no different, and we need to learn that we have certain preparations for ourselves. So once again, I'll try and hit more aspects of prepping. Thank you all, and it's greatly appreciated. Have a wonderful day. Stay blessed and stay prepped.